Hey friends, Pete Rusaw here. I'm your instructor for Math That Matters, or maybe on your transcript it will say Why Math Matters, Math 170. It's a great course. My friend Neil Nintzman and I put it together, and we do want to give you something that is maybe more than what you've gotten in another math class. We want it to be relevant and interesting and useful. And because of that, we've picked some different topics. We're looking at math and finance. We're looking at the logic of mathematics. Pure mathematics is the study of logic. And then we're looking at sort of math and art and design and the math of infinity, which is pretty cool. Sitting outside on a beautiful day, and you can hear the birds and you can see my backyard over there. So I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be your instructor. I just wanted to make a short video, kind of walk you through just the regular rhythms of the class. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And you're going to walk yourself into Canvas. So here's our home screen on the Canvas page. And you can watch these videos and kind of get to know like a little bit more of what the course is about in terms of the content. And then you can see all of these links on the home screen that are going to be pretty interesting. There's this short little Meet the Professor video. If you want to know a little bit about me personally, you can see we've got these different options over here. The modules option, and there's multiple links to that, is the place where you're going to turn in all of your assignments. But the most important document is this. You can see I put it in like 147 point font, the master course schedule. And if you click on that and open it up, what you get is you get a link to this document here. This is the one that you want to keep open for all 8 weeks of the summer. So you can see week 1 right here is starting officially June 6th. And I know we haven't quite gotten there yet. By the way, this is 2022 summer term. And so June 6th is officially the start date. You can start before then, and a bunch of you have already started and gotten through a lot of stuff. So that's pretty cool. So basically what you do is you look at this. Monday is day 1, June 6th, course introduction and info. And so you'll just click on the course introduction. There's a video there. That's the same one that you just saw on the Canvas page. There's a little welcome quiz. A bunch of you have already taken that, so you can click on that. There's a link to that. And then you just keep working across the row. There's an assignment, AR1. That's algebraic relationships 1. That's just some prerequisite skills, some things that you've learned in algebra that might be necessary for later in this course. So there's really no instruction on that. And that was it. Also, you can see that there's a second line. This isn't normal, but a second line, which has this Who Am I PowerPoint. This is just an assignment for me to get to know you. You can click on that. You can see what's all about. And then there's this other video. We have these weekly overview videos, which are kind of cool. They're just fun little kind of basic idea videos. And then all you have to do is kind of write something down, something that you found interesting in the video, and that becomes your, excuse me, part of your grade. So it's pretty easy and fun, I think. And then you're done with June 6th, day 1. And you go to June 7th. Then you basically just go to the next day and you work your way across. Then what you'll see is that we've actually split the instruction for the course, excuse me, up into what we call the pre-videos and the pre-exercises. The pre-videos and pre-exercises are basically the basics of the ideas for that day. Nothing too in-depth, nothing too difficult. And so we took the assignment and we split it into 2 parts. The basic stuff. And so you watch this pre-video and you do these pre-exercises. And then what happens is, then there's the other exercises, which might be a little bit more in depth. And sometimes you've seen enough in the pre-video to be able to do these exercises in the regular assignment. Oh, look, I'm going to cough again. Hold on. Got a little tickle in my throat. That's terrible. What you see is there's this other assignment that's on the same day, and that's the regular assignment. And if you go over here, if you feel like there are problems in this regular assignment, the non-pre-assignment that you need a little more instruction on, we've got these full lecture videos over here that you can watch if you feel like you need more instruction. Sometimes you're going to need that, and other times you're not going to need that. But once you've looked at the pre-video and then this full lecture video, if you're still having trouble, then we're going to have some either virtual office hours where I can help you, or I might just make some help videos. If you can email me like, hey, I'm having trouble with this problem, can you, and record your virtual office hours, and then I can post some hints to some of those questions that you might have. The other thing that you're going to notice here is that we're reading this book, More Than a Carpenter, and so that's part of your grade as well. There's a little online forum posting, which you can click. Basically, this document right here tells you everything that happens every day. So you say June 6th, June 7th, June 8th, and you just walk your way all the way across the row and you do everything that's there. And then where do I turn these things in? So let's say I open up worksheet IN1. I walk through that worksheet, do all the questions. You don't have to get everything perfectly right, but you have to try every question. You have to show your work. And you just write this out on paper. I suppose you could save a copy of this and you could type things out, but I think if it were me, I would just take and write the answers to the questions on a piece of paper. And then I use the Adobe Scan app on my phone. It's just a free app. It can take pictures of all of your different pages of work, and you can save it into one single PDF file. And then like, where would you turn in worksheet IN1? You would go back to the Canvas page, and you see where we've got these modules here. We've got the modules. Every place you see a module is a place where you can turn in this stuff. Also, you can get to some of the things that there's redundancy in the modules, which means if you go back to this course schedule, some of these same things are going to show up in the modules. But basically, if it were me, I would just work off of the spreadsheet. And then when I want to turn in something like we were just looking at IN1, there's pre-IN1. So you just click on this and it will give you a place to turn this in. So I think it's pretty straightforward. You can walk down the modules and see what's coming. This is all the stuff in week 1. And then this is all the stuff in week 2. Or you can just go to the course schedule, which is what I think you should do. This is what I would do. And I would just go to each day. You can even self-pace. You can do multiple days in a day. And you can just walk through and click on every link. You're either going to get a video, you're going to get some sort of an assignment. And then you just go back to the modules and you click on the associated assignment, and you'll be able to turn in your work there. So that should be pretty straightforward. As far as someone was asking about textbooks, the textbooks are free. I'm going to go back to the home screen here. If you go down here, textbooks free. More Than a Carpenter, you can get that through the George Fox Library for free. That's what we're writing the different chapter posts on in a forum. And that's a book that you do need to read. These other 2 textbooks are supplements. And so when we get to the logic and critical thinking section, we use some things from those textbooks. You're welcome to look in them for instruction if you want to, but I've created worksheets by pulling problems out of them. And all of the instruction that you need is in the videos. So essentially, this is like a video textbook class more than a hard copy textbook. But these 2 textbooks, if you want to link to them, they're free. You can look at them whenever you want. They wouldn't apply until we get to the logic and critical thinking unit, but they're there for you. So feel free to email me questions. Again, this is where you want to be. You want to be on this course schedule document. How do I get there? I get there by clicking on Master Course Schedule, and we're just going to probably leave this open in a tab for 8 weeks of the summer, and you're just going to walk through and walk through and walk through. One of the things you will notice that's pretty important is we've got exams. Our first exam, and these are Zoom exams, so live exams, 7 to 9 p.m. This is Pacific time. This is Oregon time, and there should be a Zoom link, but if there isn't right here, I'll put another one here, but I'll send it out and make sure that you have that. It's the same Zoom link as the office hours Zoom link. And we're still trying to figure out when that would work for people. Again, office hours will be in person for those that can meet in person. And probably what I'll do is I'll have you send me an email that says, hey, I can't make office hours, but can you address these questions? Then I'll record my office hours and I'll post that recording so that you can get answers to questions, because people's schedules are different in the summer. So exam 1 is the 27th of June from 7 to 9 p.m. Make sure that you've got a camera on your computer so that we can take that live together. So I'll give you 2 hours really for a 1-hour exam. That won't be too bad. And exam 2 is July 11th. Make sure that you're there. And then our final exam, which isn't comprehensive. So that means it doesn't go back and cover all of the things we've already been tested over. That would be July 29th. You can read through the syllabus. You can read all about the grading. You can ask questions. Again, the syllabus is on the home page. You can click on the syllabus. You can see we've got a tutor, Constance Taylor, so you can email her too for some assistance. She can give some Zoom tutoring to you. She may even post some videos. There's another link to the course schedule, and you can read all about the course here. You will see that there are a few different bigger projects, and those are also linked and explained in the course schedule, which of course is our most important document. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully that helped you navigate the course. It's going to be a lot of work, so make sure that you map out at least 2 hours every single day for this course, and watching videos and working on assignments and projects. But I hope you learn a lot and have a good time. I will see you on the other side of this video.